All right, all right, all right. Look at this. Little cigar action in a $1 version with 50 bucks in there. Means it's Bucks and Banter time. But it's a special Bucks and Banter day, guys, because today we're at the Golden Nugget hanging out with a whole bunch of awesome slot channels. NJ Slot Guys group poll is happening later this afternoon. But in the meantime, I've got Moss with me now, and with this special Bucks and Banter session, we're going to be doing multiple questions because I get a lot of questions that are very similar to each other, and sometimes, you know, it might be already answered, things like that. So I have multiple questions, all in the same genre, if you will, for each slot machine. And while I'm answering them, we're going to have Moss push the button. You ready to go, Moss?
Yes. Greetings, everyone.
All right.
Okay,
we are ready to go. So,
ready?
Moss, when you're ready, you push the button.
Okay.
And the first question we have is actually from Liz J. And Liz J says, did you call Moss right away after you won your $50,000 jackpot, or did you wait until you got home? And what was her reaction? We got the good sounds coming with Cigar, with that snap.
Thank you. My reaction, right?
Well, what I did actually was I just texted Moss a little clip of the video and I said, watch this. So I'll let Moss tell you what her reaction was.
Well, my reaction was, it's another baby head thing.
Yeah, she thought maybe it was $1,200 or $1,500.
I know. So when I saw it, I almost dropped my phone. So there it is, and I was at work, so it was very exciting.
It sure was, and yeah, that was really, really a surreal experience to say the least, and all I wanted to do was just call everybody and just let them know what happened. But most importantly, I wanted you guys to see that awesome video as well.
Ooh, if it fell down there, then what?
That would have been a hand pay.
Oh, not the baby hand pay.
Well, actually, it would have been, I think, $500.
Oh.
That would have been pretty nice. I'm thinking of the $5 version.
Yeah, that's it.
Come on, cherries.
Thank you.
All right. All right, next question is for Mary, and Mary wants to know, did the casino give you a dinner voucher or a free room when you hit the 50,000? And that's a great question, Mary, and a lot of people say, oh, what did you get? I got nada. I got Charlie Brown on Halloween. I got a rock.
A rock.
Well, Mohegan Sun is very generous with their comps. But as far as doing anything like, hey, you get a free suite to stay and blah, 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 and, you know, rooms, dinner, no. Absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, I didn't get anything with my $16,000 jackpot either. But you know what? Truth be told, I was just happy to get paid. And that was it. Jury!
Something.
Yes, that's the only thing that can come there. So I thank you for that question, Liz. And our next question comes from Dan Quintana. And he'd like to know, now that you hit the big one, the $50,000 of course, what are your expectations when playing slots? And to be honest, Dan, it's business as usual. I never expected to hit a $50,000 jackpot like that. And to be honest, that day, I was just playing the machines and going through the machines that Moss wanted me to play, and that's it. Yes, that should come down. So it's really nothing has changed, except I just don't take anything for granted. I play to have fun, and hopefully if you win, you win. Like there's a little win right there. Thank you, Moss. All right. Let's see, where do we have to go next? Who's our next question going to be from? It is going to be from Lori C. And Lori said, did you get any room or meal comps? Not from the 50,000 jackpot, but as I've said in other Bucks and Banters, Mohegan Sun gives you credits for your status, and it's use them or lose them every month. You get an allotment, and you can use them for rooms, for shows, for golf, for just about, you know, anything the casino can offer. I can rent a scooter for Mama Old School. She feels like not walking, but she loves to walk around the casino.
She loves to put on her steps.
That's right. She takes out her iPhone and says, I did how many steps? One day we walked over 3 miles going back and forth around Mohegan Sun. It was great. So I thank you for that question.
All right, how much?
We're going to keep going down.
Okay.
Let's see if we can't do anything more. Okay. Daraj also wants to know, did you get any free play when you hit the 50,000? Daraj, the answer, absolutely not. As I said, I really didn't get anything. I got a rock, as Charlie Brown would say. So I thank you for those Bucks and Banter questions, guys. You keep asking those Bucks and Banter questions, and we're going to keep keep answering them. And let's see. You know, while we're still playing here, I can answer a question from Mando. Mando wants to know, what's the largest hit you've ever had on a Bucks and Banter? And Mando, that was bittersweet because that was a triple diamond machine, and that was a $3 bet. I won 540 bucks on that $3 bet. And that was basically it. And that machine has yet actually just been removed from Mohegan Sun, so I can't even play it again. So that kind of stinks. But I thank you for these Bucks and Banter questions, guys. I think we're just gonna play it down here and see if Boss can hit a jackpot in the next 4 spins. And if not, we're gonna go over to another machine, I think triple double diamonds, and we're gonna continue the action right over there. Like I said, this is a special Bucks and Banter day.
I like the sounds. I don't know.
I know. The $5 version of Mohegan has 0 sound now, not even generic. And that's all she wrote, guys. But we're gonna see you over at triple double diamonds right now.
Yeah.
Cheers. Right there, little triple double diamond action. We are continuing here with our Bucks and Banter. 50 bucks. Moss is going to be spinning, and we are going to be actually talking about the time of day that I find to play slots, and that's where I have a lot of questions coming. You ready to go, Moss?
Yes.
All right. Nothing happening over at Cigar, but let's see if TDD will be nice. Yeah, that diagonal is nice. Levi Scott would like to know, when is the best time to play slots and win? Morning, evening, weekdays, weekends, holidays, etc. To me, Levi, it's all random. Whether it's 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock at night, Sunday, Tuesday, holiday, nothing, you know. It really doesn't matter. You just have to be lucky, like a 7 there would have been lucky. And that would have been awesome. Levi also wants to know, what's the difference between pushing the button and pulling the handle? Absolutely nothing. Whether you push the button, it starts the spin, or you pull the handle, it starts the spin. For me, it's a matter of timing. Maybe it's a little different. When you pull the handle, you have to bet 1 credit, 2 credit, and then pull. So it really doesn't make a difference. And also, have you won more with Moss or Mom? Well, I've had bigger jackpots with Mom, but I've won more consistently and greater amount of times with Moss. So Moss was lucky with that. All right, and along those same lines of these questions, Elaine Allred would like to know, what time of day do you prefer to gamble? And Elaine, I prefer to gamble early morning, as we're gambling right now.
It's empty.
That's right.
The good reason why.
And Jay Slockeye is somewhere right now with his coffee, making some films, and being very quiet, unassuming, you know, nobody bothers you. It's a great time. It's when I prefer, because I don't like the big crowds. Okay. Mary's got a question. Do you have a favorite day of the week to gamble at Mohegan Sun? Is it experience or intuition? Nope, it's just, Moss will say, yeah, you can go to the casino. I got the house covered, you know, no worries. You know, Monday through Sunday, it really doesn't matter the day of the week for me. Although, again, not being around the weekends, I prefer to stay away at that time.
Yeah.
And I think that is basically all the questions that I have
and
in
that's
that
basically
genre.
it for us in this machine.
Well, you know what? This is the last spin, but Gotti Slots also wants to know, again, along the same lines, what's your best time to start gambling, in the morning or at night? That's a simple one, Gotti. It is the morning. That's when I prefer to gamble. So I thank you for those Bucks and Banter questions, guys, and we're going to go head over to another dollar slot, and we're going to continue with another round of questions. Be right back. All right. 5 times, 10 times quick hits. Moss was helping me by putting the card in, and she said, what'd you say, Moss?
Greetings.
Tell them what you said.
About what?
That the machine was hot.
Oh, you mean when I put the card in?
Yeah, we put the card in right up top.
It felt like it's hot. Maybe she is.
And I said, that's a good sign. Maybe we'll get the quick hits anywhere on the board while we're answering some tax questions. And now, guys,
questions? I didn't know you were.
I am not an accountant, and I don't pretend to be, and I do not give tax advice, but I have some questions pertaining to that. Go ahead, baby. Let's spin that and let's see what we can do in this Bucks and Banter. All right.
Okay.
And Let's see.
What's with the first tax question?
Mr. Keebler would like to know, is it better to have taxes taken out right then and there or deal with taxes later? And also, Grumpy Old Man would like to know. Yeah, you like that. That's
I do.
That's
true.
probably true to life. Do you pay taxes up front or do you take them out later? So again, these are questions that are very similar to each other, if not almost identical, so we'll answer them at the same time. You know, for me personally, I like to pay them later because I'm good with my money and I will not spend them. If you're the type, that will, win a jackpot and the next month the money will be gone, then it's better to take the taxes out immediately so you don't have to worry about it. But it's kind of like 6 or 1/2 dozen the other. I don't think there's any benefit to waiting or paying. It's really a matter of personal choice. But as I said, if you have money, that's a nice one. 2 quick hits, one more would have been $1,000.
Nice.
Anywhere. So it really is your personal choice. But just always know the IRS always wins with you at the casino. So just be careful and make sure you take care of your taxes. So I thank you for those questions. And have another question along those lines from Jurassic Pork Chop. And Jurassic Pork Chop would like to know, when you win a huge jackpot, like your Wild Cherry for $50,000, does the casino allow you to split the money between cash and check? And to answer that question, anytime. If you win, a $1,200 hand pay and you just wanted it $1,200 in a check, they would get it to you like that. If you win, when I won the $50,000 jackpot, they had no problem giving me 5 stacks of high society, as the line from Rounders would go. But it's all a matter of your personal preference when it comes to getting paid out from the casino. So I thank you for those questions, guys. And let's see. Got another one from Gene D, since Moss is with me now, and Gene D would like to know, how did Moss get that nickname? And what's her real name? And I can tell you, Moss got her nickname very easily, Mrs. Old School Slots.
Yeah.
So, Moss, would you like to reveal what you like to be called?
My real name is Jules.
All right, so now you know, Moss, aka Jules, just like Old School Slots, also known as Stefan. So I thank you for those Bucks and Banter questions, guys. And looks like the 3rd time is a charm. We can cash out with a $4 profit. Let's do one more spin.
One more
let's
spin.
see if we can't make magic happen with that. We'll take a $2 profit out of here because that's how Old School rolls. All right. We're going to cash that out and we're going to go get some more questions for you answered right now. All right. Moving over to Double Top Dollar. 3 credit machine, $3 a spin. Next round of Bucks and Banter questions. These questions all are similar because they all ask about buying an old school slot. And when Moss, you're ready?
Yes, I am.
Hit that max credit and see if we can't get the top dollar to fall on the line for us. Or double cherries is pretty good for $20. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brian Hunter wants to know, if you had a choice to purchase a machine for home play, quote unquote, what would you choose? Brian, it's got to be Double Diamond Deluxe or perhaps Haywire. Those are the machines, the old school slots, like my first love, if you will, and those are the ones that I love to own.
Have history together.
Yes, I do have a history. Haywire, I would throw $20 in, win a jackpot on a $10 spin, and that was awesome. There used to be a $5 Haywire machine at Mohegan Sun. Coincidentally, you know what replaced it? The Wild Cherry machine that I won the $50,000 on. So go figure, and I guess as Mama Old School would say, everything happens for a reason. And everybody is asking, has a question, have you ever thought of buying your own slot machine? Honestly, I'd be kind of annoyed if I had a slot machine at home and I hit, a $16,000 jackpot on Double Diamond Deluxe. I'd look at Moss and say, are you going to pay me? Who's going to pay me? It's nice to play, but really half the thrill is winning the money. Actually, more than half the thrill, if you ask me.
That is true.
So yeah, I mean, it's a cool idea, but also with all the old school slot parts being so hard to find and the casinos having to take them out, it's like owning an old pinball machine. I probably would like to do that first because I do love pinball as well, but those require a lot of maintenance, so I need to know somebody really good to fix them. And let's see, I think I had one more question. in those lines.
Keep showing up.
Yeah, just get on the line,
Get on
please.
the line.
Jake wants to know, do you think the casino should sell the old school slots to the public when they get taken off the floor? That's a great question, Jake. I'm sure, you know, a casino being a business entity would do that if it was profitable for them, but they probably are just keeping them in a junkyard somewhere to fix the machines that they have still out on the floor. But you never know. I'm sure we'll see an episode of Pawn Stars or some, you know, Storage Wars, and there'll be a whole bunch of slots somewhere from an old casino, you know, like the Showboat, which is no longer in existence here in Atlantic City. Maybe there's a vault of old school slots there. So I thank you for those Bucks and Banter questions, guys. This has been a pretty cool session of answering more than just 1 or 2 questions at a time, and I hope you'd enjoyed it. I'm also going to spin it down maybe to 20 bucks or keep on going if we get that top dollar to land.
I would like that.
You know, that would be kind of cool. We'll see what happens in those few spins. And let us know if you like these Bucks and Banter extended play type of videos, because we'll be happy to do them. Keep asking the questions, and we'll keep answering them. BB in any video, hashtag BB, or just put Bucks and Banter, ask the question, and we may be able to answer it in an upcoming video. And I think 21 is a good number to stop at.
Yeah, that's my lucky number.
That's right. No winning on this Bucks and Banter, but I hope you enjoyed the questions being answered, and more Bucks and Banter to come real soon, and of course, more regular slot action as well. Cheers.
Bye-bye, everyone.